The spirit of Biafra, who did free Namdekano, get it for me. I chip on one night, get it for me. One day, one day, get it for me. When you do the pay, I got get it for me. Can you check on a kaya get it for me? I chip on one night, get it for me. One day, one day, get it for me. When you do the pay, I got get it for me. Can you check up on a kaya all the things to do, we can think of what it told us. Now we should have ability to reason. They started to create division among us. Hey, take our resources and left us fighting. I'm more Biafran than you are. I'm both member than you are. Biafrans because Chitapa. I'm more Biafrans than you are. I'm both member than you are. Biafrans because Chitapa. Obanani Pafuru Nerika. Get it for me. I chip on one night. Get it for me. One day, one day, get it for me. When you do the pay, I got get it for me. Can you check on a kaya get it for me? I chip on one night, get it for me. One day, one day, get it for me. When you do the pay, I got get it for me. Can you check up when I can't get right? I'm for no good. I don't ever know but the country to Nanyas. I'm for one at a Ramakobi one day. You won't be by. I did it one more Biafra. Oh, that you. I put up on your kaji. I didn't know see. And you couldn't run on my people, get it for me. I chip on one night, get it for me. One day, one day, get it for me. When you do the pay, I got get it for me. Can you check on a kaya get it for me? I chip on one night, get it for me. One day, one day, get it for me. When you do the pay, I got get it for me. Can you check up when I can't get only ask for freedom of indigenous people. They want to kill you. They want to kill you. Assembly, get it for me. I chip on one night, get it for me. One day, one day, get it for me. When you do the pay, I got get it for me. Can you check on a kaya get it for me? I chip on one night, get it for me. One day, one day, get it for me. When you do the pay, I got get it for me. When you do the pay, I got get it for me. Can you check on a kaya get it for me? I chip on one night, get it for me. One day, one day, get it for me. When you do the pay, I got get it for me. Can you chet up when I can't your child? I'm for no good. I don't even know but the country to Nanyas. I'm for Fonata, Aquamacobi one day. You won't be by. I did a one more Biafra. Oh, that you. I put up on your kaji. I did not see Chichi. And you couldn't run on my people. Get it for me. I chip on one Nanyas. Get it for me. One chile, one day, get it for me. When you do the bed, I got get it for me. Can you chet on a kaya your child? Get it for me. I chip on one day, get it for me. One chile, one day, get it for me. When you do the bed, I got get it for me. Can you chet up when I kaya your child? Only ask for freedom of indigenous people. They want to kill you. Chukwa kike biko do do do. They want to kill you. Osemela nubo. Get it for me. Anjipon wanayasi. Get it for me. One chile one ya. Get it for me. Onyendu nebe anyanachi. Get it for me. Can you cheta nakaya diocha get it for me? I chipo wanaya si get it for me. One chibe one ya get it for me lani. When you do the be anyanachi get it for me. Hello, hello, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. I greet you today, 21st of April, 2026. I invite every Biafran who has the spirit of freedom to join me from wherever you are watching. Join me, Biafrans, lovers of freedom. Today is Tuesday, the 21st of 2026. I remain Betty Ada Biafra. I am here once more for us to continue. Yesterday, I was here showing us the video of the former president of Nigeria crying for security and insecurity. Now, Biafrans, join me and let us continue to talk about the real reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, was sent to life imprisonment, and also to analyze a video of Gowon lying about the reason why he fought Biafrans. My people, join me and let us continue. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ ekenekwa m unu. Ekene m nwoke, ekene nwanyị. Nke onye chilu ya zelu. Ọ ga-adịla unu mma. Taa bụ 21st, bụrụkwa Tuesday of April 2026. Taa bụkwa nkwọ na-afịa ndị be anyị. Nkwọ ga-akwọtala anyị ife ọma. Ụmụnne m na ụmụnna m ndị nọ n'ụlọ, join anụ m ka anyị mebe ife anyị na-ekwu maka nnwere onwe anyị. Ndị be anyị si na onye ọ na-eme omume na-emekwa obube obube. Naijiria abụrụ obodo mmadụ ga-anọ onye afọ agbachie nkịtị. Ụmụnne m na ụmụnna m, join anụ m ka anyị gbapụkwu ya ọsọ. We can never stop until it comes to a total halt. Nigeria is not a country anyone can exist. What is going on today in Nigeria has long been going on. And that was what Ojukwu saw many years ago. That is what most Nigerians, including the former president of Nigeria, is just seeing. After killing Biafrans in 1967 to 1970, he still never saw what Ojukwu saw. So Biafrans, join me. There's a lot to talk about. We are fighting for our freedom. If you do not understand what we do on this platform, just take a look and you will know that we are Biafrans. We have our logo here, Biafra Republic Government in Exile Media. We are talking about our freedom, why we are leaving Nigeria, why we want our freedom, and how we are going to actualize it. So join me, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, both our friends and our enemies. Come and listen to our real reason for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being sentenced to life imprisonment, plus the lies that Gowon, the former president of Nigeria, the lies. So my fellow Biafrans, let us listen to this very clip of video and analyze it as much as we could.
50 billion naira in bribes to ensure Nnamdi Kanu received a life imprisonment sentence. The money was not scattered randomly. It was deliberately channeled to 5 senior advocates of Nigeria, SANs, who played central roles in the prosecution, along with the presiding judge, Justice James Omotosho. The ICPC team, working with forensic accountants and digital forensics experts, followed the money trail through a web of shell companies, private accounts, and coded wire transfers. Bank statements, transaction logs, and internal government memos painted a clear picture. This was not payment for ordinary legal services. It was a straightforward bribe package designed for one outcome only: the unlawful conviction and lifelong jailing of Nnamdi Kanu. The 5 senior advocates of Nigeria received the lion's share of the 50 billion naira. Each SAN was allocated portions ranging from 7 billion to 12 billion naira, depending on their level of involvement. The first SAN, a prominent silk known for high-profile government cases, collected 12 billion naira. He coordinated the overall prosecution strategy and ensured that weak links in the evidence were patched with manufactured documents. The second SAN, who handled witness preparation, pocketed 10 billion naira for scripting testimonies that aligned perfectly with the desired narrative. The third and fourth SANs, responsible for cross-examination and closing arguments, each received 9 billion naira to aggressively shut down any defense that could expose the flaws in the case. The fifth SAN, acting as a behind-the-scenes fixer, took 7 billion naira for liaising with court officials and suppressing inconvenient evidence. Every kobo was tracked. ICPC investigators recovered transfer receipts showing the funds moved from a special government allocation account through intermediary firms registered in Abuja and Lagos. Some payments were disguised as consultancy fees for national security matters, while others appeared as enhanced legal retainers. In reality, the money bought silence, cooperation, and guaranteed performance. The SANs did not just represent the government, they were paid to deliver a conviction at all costs. Justice James Omotosho was not left out. A significant slice of the bribe, confirmed at over 3 billion naira, 50 billion naira in bribes to ensure Nnamdi.
You have heard it. This was reported by TVC. I searched for it on TVC to get the full details, but was unable to do that. You know, some of these news, when you hear it, it doesn't really last. Ndewo, my brother. Thank you for joining. Solomon, thank you. Biafrans, join me from wherever you are watching. As you are joining, click the like button, share, and let the message go viral. Because as Nigeria government is hiding it, you come to this platform, we will be revealing it. Nigeria government is known for constant lies, deceit, because they are being controlled by a Sharia government that uses lies, which they call takia in their religious name. They call it takia. That was how they were indoctrinated. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ bịanụ nso ka unu na-anụ ife a na-ekwu maka ife kpatalụfa ji wee jide onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wee tụọ ya nga mkpụrụ ọka, nga that na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu will never come out. Biafrans, there are many reasons, not just what you have heard right now. Ndewo Charles, thank you so much. Thank you, those of you who always come here to promote this platform whenever I am out. I appreciate all of you. May Chukwu Okike Abiama bless you all. Now, dear friends, I'm going to touchlight on some of the things, but let us talk about the real reason why Maazị Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to life imprisonment. I am tempted to repeat the voice of this reporter. It was reported from TVC News. I searched for it for detailed reportage, but you know the internet, sometimes you will get an old news complete, sometimes you will not see it at all. So let us go it one after the other.
50 billion naira in bribes to ensure Nnamdi Kanu received a life imprisonment sentence. The money was not scattered.
50 billion naira to ensure that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu received life sentence. You all know that sentencing Maazị Nnamdi Kanu as the leader of indigenous people of Biafra is not the issue. The issue is that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu represents Biafra, and to Nigeria government, once Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is sent to life imprisonment, they believe that they have sent Biafra as a whole to life imprisonment, but they failed. That ideology failed on arrival because we are still moving on. We are still moving on. Unless you are not supporting freedom of Biafra, then you will be on a different platform, because we do not condone anything that is short of our freedom. If you are talking of something else, please, you are not with us. Now, they paid these billions of naira to lawyers. Why? Because they want to continue to deceive the world. They want the world to believe that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu's detention followed the normal and proper legal procedure. That's why they have to spend all these billions to detain Maazị Nnamdi Kanu for life. But my people, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu will never spend his life in prison while terrorists and their sponsors are freely moving around the whole place.
50 billion naira in bribes to ensure Nnamdi Kanu received a life imprisonment sentence.
50 billion. So you will see how they share the money. That is how Nigeria government works. So analytically, we are going to go it step by step. We shouldn't be in a hurry.
The money was not scattered randomly. It was deliberately channeled to 5 senior advocates of Nigeria.
It was not scattered randomly, but was channeled to 5 advocates. Exactly 5 advocates that took Obi's mandate and gave it to Tinubu. Exactly 5 senior advocates, judges who supposed to be bringing and doing justice, the judiciary, but they did not. So listen again how this money was distributed.
Sands, who played central roles in the prosecution, along with the presiding judge, Justice.
What does SAN mean in Nigeria? Senior Advocate of Nigeria. But now you will see that they are senior liars in the judiciary of Nigeria. This is not a country that we Biafrans want to belong to. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ bịanụ ka unu na-ege ntị maka na ife a bụ plan ndị Fulani right from time. Fulani bidoro n'oge wee mebe ife afa na-eme. Mana other Nigerians aghọtara. Unu nwa bụ ndị nọ n'ụlọ, unu ga-emeghe ntị, meghe anya, meghe obi unu. Ka unu wee na-esonye ọfụma n'ife anyị na-eme. Ama m na some of you na-atụ egwu maka ndị Fulani emegbuo unu. Ikwu eziokwu fa ga-egbu gị. Ikwuru eziokwu fa ga-egbu gị because na Shetima oge ọ bụ gọvanọ, ọ sị na fa ga-wipe anyị out from that surface of the earth. We claim more our land because now our land bụ the land of milk and honey, where they are getting cheap crude oil, cheap fuel, and cheap gas. Everything is in our land. We have coal, we have cement, everything is in our land. This is why they have now decided to vilify us.
James Omotosho. The ICPC team, working with forensic accountants and digital forensics experts, followed the money trail through a web of shell companies.
Biafrans, unu ga-afụ na Nigeria government, as corrupt as they are, as long as anything is going in their favor, whatever you do, as long as you are working in their favor, they don't care. So let us continue.
Team, working with forensic accountants and digital forensics experts. James Omotosho. The ICPC team.
ICPC team. Working for this very investigation.
Working with forensic accountants and digital forensics experts, followed the money trail through a web of shell companies, private accounts, and code.
Have you heard it? This ICPC team that worked with the forensic team are the people investigating the movement of that money. The movement of this very money. And my people, I can tell you that this is exactly what they did to P2B. They followed the trail of Obi's money to offshore account and saw how much Obi saved in his offshore account using the name of his son. And that's why they are holding Obi to be a Biafran man. The same thing they did to Azikiwe that made them took everything and gave to Fulanis. The same people, they told Obi, if you talk, we will confiscate that money. Because where he saved that money is his own safe haven. That is exactly what they are doing here now. This ICPC team with the forensic experts tracing that money that they paid for Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or for Biafra to be jailed for life. Jailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for life to Nigeria is like closing Biafra up. But they don't understand. We are children of God. God is with us. Anyị bụ ụmụ Chukwu okike abịama. Ndị Igbo si na ada ekpuchi afọ ime aka. Fe nwere ike ikpuchi anyị aka. Anyị dị ka ọnwa ada ekpuchi ọnwa ekpuchi. We can never be covered. So God made it that this forensic group are now tracing how the money was disbursed. The same thing Fanemo Bikita. Obi must work for Nigeria to be one, to protect the interests of the Fulanis and the interests of the Fulani allies in Europe. And Obi knows that he cannot go back. So Umu Biafra, negenunti, because from this video, you will hear a lot and you will understand how you are going to maneuver this very takia and get your Biafra. Support Biafra. Biafra government in exile. We are now at our diplomatic stage to get our nation to be recognized. So we need funding. We need your attention. And you must come to join what we are doing.
Wire transfers, bank statements, transaction logs, and internal government memos painted a clear picture. This was not payment for ordinary legal services. It was
not normal payment for legal services. Who can be spending 50 billion? You know what 50 billion is? You know what it is? How much? So, there is no case in this world that can cost this much. 50 billion is a lot of money, but it is for bribery and corruption. Omotosho was just fronted as the judge, but there were actually 5 of them that worked around the clock to make sure that Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, that he was actually going to be sentenced to life. While Gumi and Shetima, Malami, Pantami, Nasser El-Rufai, all of them, the governor of Borno State, the current one, Garba, all of them, sponsoring terrorism, they are walking free. And Christopher Musa.
Straightforward bribe package designed for one outcome only: the unlawful conviction and lifelong jailing of Nnamdi Kanu. The 5 senior advocates of Nigeria received the lion's share of the 50 billion naira.
Lion's share was given to all these other senior advocates. The judges, the justices of court, they are no longer doing justice, but doing corruption. That is Nigeria that we Biafrans say no. We are not corrupt people. We are not violent people. We are very hardworking. Biafrans are like tiger. The tiger lives in the bush but does not eat grass. We are not corrupt people. We work very hard. And that was why any part of the world you go, you will see Biafrans there. We do not believe in corrupt practices. We abhor it. Our forefathers never took bribe, and they raised us up in that very manner. We work very hard. Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as you people know, is not a lazy man. He works round the clock. It was because of Biafra that he was abducted in Kenya. Now, Biafrans, you all know that right from time Nigeria, controlled by Fulani terrorist group, never wanted the existence of Biafrans. And the way they are using Christopher Musa now was the same way they used Yakubu Gowan. So after this very video, we will dive into Yakubu Gowan's lies against Biafrans.
Each SAN was allocated portions ranging from 7 billion to 12 billion naira.
Are you hearing it? And let me tell you the gospel truth. These sons, all of them, when you check their background, they are from the same background as Omotosho, Yorubas. The same background as Omotosho, because Yorubas have been designed from the time immemorial to support the Fulanis. And they are doing it classically well. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, eche m na unu nọ nso, unu ga-abịa ka unu na-anụ okwu a. O nwere ife a na-akpọ ọdịnilu ama ndụ ya eche. Onye nọ n'ilo mana ịmarọ na ị nọ n'ilo. Fulani na Yoruba fafuru anyị n'anya. Ọ bụrụ taa ka o bido.
Depending on their level of involvement. The first SAN, a prominent silk known for high-profile government cases, collected 12 billion naira.
First SAN, the first senior advocate, collected 12 billion out of the whole 50 billion.
He coordinated the overall prosecution strategy and ensured
he coordinated the overall prosecution charges. That is his own. That's why he collected 12 billion for doing nothing but trying to jail an innocent man. An innocent man fighting for the freedom of his people. That's all the crime of Onyendu. That's all. Onyendu does not carry gun like Asari Dokubo. Onyendu does not import terrorists like Gumi. But all these people are walking free. Biafrans, is it not clear enough for you why you should support the freedom of your people?
that weak links in the evidence were patched with manufactured documents.
All their witness statements were patched. You know what it means to patch something. Wrongful statements, concocted statements, statements that are never true, to the extent that they have to bring somebody, either from Southeast, cover his face, and told him everything that he has to say in court. Because if it is a Yoruba man, he will not cover his face. If it is an Hausa man, he will not cover his face. And from a very fast-thinking mind, you have to know that this person covering his face is your brother that they are using against you. And they covered his face, and he came to court and testified against Onyendu, covering his face.
Second SAN, who handled witness preparation, pocketed 10 billion naira for script.
Yes, second SAN pocketed 10 billion. Because Onyendu is a very sophisticated man. Nobody can challenge Onyendu. Don't ever try it. Onyendu is a public and world figure. Nobody can do for Biafrans what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, sitting in jail for 5 years now, has done for Biafrans. Onyendu is a public figure, world figure. That's why they spent 50 billion plus 100 million they paid to his abductors. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a world figure. That's why everybody wants to go to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He will come out or she will come out lying to you. Onyendu said this, Onyendu said that. Because they know that once his name is mentioned, everybody will start weighing on their pants. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an empire. That man, he is a nation himself.
Scripting testimonies that aligned perfectly with the desired narrative. The third and fourth Sans, responsible for cross-examination and closing arguments, each received 9 billion naira to aggressively shut down any defense that could expose the flaws in the case.
Have you heard it? Each of the four received 9 billion each to shut down any avenue of defense, so that whatever defense you bring, they will trash it. Because it has been agreed that he will be sent, he must be sent to jail for life.
The fifth San, acting as a behind-the-scenes fixer, took 7 billion naira for liaison.
The other San that was behind the scene, fixing everything up, took 7 billion. You know how much 7 billion? Some of them may not even finish the money during their lifetime, and they will leave it for their children. This was what happened. He is behind the scene fixer of everything. This was the investigative team, ICPC, their findings. As Nigeria government and Nigeria media are hiding every news, we will be bringing it out.
With court officials and suppressing inconvenient evidence. Every kobo was tracked. ICPC investigators recovered transfer receipts showing the funds moved from a special government allocation account through intermediary firms registered in Abuja and Lagos.
So, in order to cover their acts, cover their tracks, what they did was that they actually put that money through somewhere. They can tell you, oh, it's money for oil, or is, and that is what is called money laundering. When they talk about money laundering, well, I did money laundering in my university days so many years ago. Money laundering is like washing your dirty clothes, and you will have a dryer. You will take that wet clothes from the dryer and put it in the dryer and dry it. So that is the process of money laundering. You launder money. You launder money. That's what they did. So that that payment will not go directly to them. And that is why I made this a topic today. Not just because the topic concerns and relates to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Two things. One is that you have to understand that Nigeria-controlled government wants to eradicate anything called Biafra or Igbo man. They want to imprison us, close us up, that we cannot talk. That is number one ideology. And the second one is that as Christians, we are the only tribe that has no Islamic religion in our vicinity. Not at all. Forget about them building their mosque and those Hausa money changers that are infiltrating our forest now. Every Friday they go there. We are not Islamic group. So they want to jail this man that speaks loud and makes the world know what is going on in our land. And to remind you
that it is still this Islamization and Fulanization agenda that brought the up about the war 1967 to 1970. And the war is still ongoing. That war has not ended. So yesterday, I featured Obasanjo, the former president of Nigeria, that handed Nigeria finally over to the Fulanis when he incorporated their Sharia into the Nigerian constitution, which means that they now have English law and Islamic law. And you know that when two captains are in the ship, it does not work. There must be one captain. The judicial system of Nigeria is zero. It is zero. We are very educated, intelligent, decent, business-oriented people. We are developers. Go to any part of the world, you will see an Igbo man there. Igbo, I mean, is the Igbo as a tribe. The 40 United States of Biafra, not the Igbo-speaking Igbos. Because they have three ethnic groups in Nigeria. One is Igbo, the other one is Hausa, and the third one is Yoruba, the Odudu ones. So the Igbo, you see, we are hardworking, very educated, we are very polished, we are very entrepreneurial. An Igbo man is like this. Let me tell you how you will look at an Igbo man. Igbo man, we are not stupid. We are bold. We are intelligent. We do not lack social awareness. We do not. When I started this program newly, you could see me shaking. I wasn't very steady. Do you know why? It's not cowardice. It's not a laziness. When you are properly educated, you will not like your integrity to be stained in any way. You will be cautious of what you do. You will be cautious of what you say because of evidential burden. Because what you say today could be an evidence against you tomorrow. That is why most of the time I carry videos of anybody I want to use what they have said. Because somebody can sue you. Somebody can bring an action against you for libel or for false allegation. That was how Biafrans were going to use evidence of everything that Ngozi said to bring an action against Ngozi. Because she will not come and write witness statement. You will make that allegation based on what you saw her say or do on the internet because it is admissible in court. Some people don't know why I use videos. It's not as if I cannot cram everything that I say here or anything I see on the video, I will cram it and come and be displaying it here. People can sue you with video evidence, even what I'm saying now. That's why I always bring videos for evidence. So you will not say that Betty said. I am only reporting what you said. So we Biafrans, when you are doing something, we are very cautious, very careful of what we say or what we do. You don't come out here and start opening your mouth without evidence. At least now that I'm showing you people what happened during Onyendu's trial, for you to understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was constructively jailed by the Yorubas and the Fulanis, their partners. They constructively jailed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the Nigerian government that paid them this 50 billion, they believe we have jailed Biafrans. That is it. Believe it or not. We Biafrans, we are builders, developers. We are not destructive people. As Nigeria does not want to develop, as they do not want to forget about this, their religious nonsense, we Biafran decided to go our own way. But they don't want. And you will hear from Gowon the reason why they don't want us to go. And while I am on this, let's continue to listen to this video because it is very interesting. I know that some of you, most of the time, you will be thinking, oh, is anything new? What is the news? You have to create the news. Come and donate a Gemma and Deje so that you will hear more news. A Gemma and Deje will create that news for you. If you think I'm lying, the 2 billion naira that Allen Onyema gave to Fulani terrorists, let him bring it to Biafra Republic government in exile. 1 week, you will hear fantastic news. So don't be this person that every time you will be here jumping from platform to platform. On fundraising day, you will not be there. You will not be there. How can Biafra come? Will it fall from sky? Go and ask America. When America was fighting to free themselves from the United Kingdom, what did they do? They fought. They used their funds available to them to fight that battle, to free themselves. So you cannot be looking for to get Biafra with ordinary mouth. Getting Biafra requires money. It requires money. And because we are not jihadists, we cannot force you. So you have your time to think, why should I donate? Why should I fund? If you are not ready to fund the government, don't expect any special news. So you will take what you hear and work with it until you decide to come and fund your freedom.
Payments were disguised as consultancy fees for national security matters, while others appeared as enhanced legal retainers. In reality, the money bought silence, cooperation, and guaranteed performance.
Yes, the money bought guarantee performance and the silence. Who are they guaranteeing? Nigeria government that Onyendu must be jailed life. And the silence is that when Biafrans hear that their Onyendu was found guilty of fighting for freedom, they will not do anything. Do you people remember that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, that he told Biafrans that if Nigeria happened to arrest him, we should burn Nigeria down? Do you know why it did not happen? Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and I believe that when Mazi must have gotten the hint that this man was one of those who betrayed you, that was why he sacked him. Because I don't see any obvious client and legal representative partnership why Onyendu will sack his legal rep. other than this obvious reason. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ adịkwa m sure na unu na-ege ntị. Ndị Igbo si na atụọla ọmalụ ọmalụ, atụọla ofeke ofeli isi tinye n'ọfịa. Ndị Igbo unu ga-aghọta na unu nwa bụ target. You are the target of Nigeria because Nigeria knows us. That was why when they brought Isiagu dress to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they rejected it because they know that we are the tiger. We live in the bush, we do not eat grass. We feed on very sharp animals. Aguada elifozo, aguada tafifia. They know us, so we remain the target. Ngwagha afa na-eji bute na Turkey, agha onada na Nigeria, anyị nwa ka na-ebutere. So you better rise up. After hearing all this, my people, you will understand what I mean. When I titled this, the real reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sent to life imprisonment. You are the target. They believe that sending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment will bring us down to our knees. But they failed. Rather, they have just fueled it. We are going to rise up now like never before.
The Sands did not just represent the government, they were paid to deliver a conviction at all costs.
They are not just representing the government, but they were paid to convict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at all costs. At all costs. 50 billion is a lot of money. Some countries don't even have 50 billion in their account.
Justice James Omotosho was not left out. A significant slice of the bribe, confirmed at over 3 billion.
Yes, this is where it ended. Yes, my brother Biafra diplomat, Ndewo, you are very correct. DOS, they were the ones that worked with Ejiofor. Ejiofor worked with the Southeast governors because during that time, Buhari was promising their leader, David Umahi, to be the president of Nigeria or the vice, whatever. David Umahi we sworn the banyaku. Kana sufaku we luechi. Because this Francis Nwifuru Nachi Ebonyi State now. Onwe reformer. If you governor dika bus conductor. Or Nwaboyi na anya David Umahi. Yako welu government titinye. So, the man, oyilu suit, ade de suit on a yede. Go and search for Francis Nwifuru. Nwaboyi David Umahi. David Umahi bụ onye isi ndị governors. Etu a hope Uzodimma si wee bụrụ onye isi ndị governor. He ran immediately. Onye ndu meelu ESN. Oje developo ebube atụrụ. Wee kpọrọ ndị Fulani wee wunye n'ime to convince their slave masters, Buhari, that Niaga submitting an Igbo. My people, all Jobulonwe na nyiwa bundibani na nyada aghọta what is going on. Asi na onye atuli inu kọwali inu awa na ego eji wee nuo nnie na aniyi. Fulani ade ezosikwa what they are doing to us ezo. Before we were all procrastinating, thinking, is it this, is it that? But now they are clear with their intention. That was why they fought us 1967. So when you look at the real reason why Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in prison, you will see Islamization agenda, You will see Fulanization agenda. You will see religious issues and lack of knowledge of Sharia and Takia, which Obasanjo brought into government at the time. Iwe malu that no onye ndu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They did not jail him because of that name or because of who he is. It is because of us. We are the endangered species. We are the target. We Igbos, we Biafrans, we the 40 United States of Biafra. This was why he was jailed. Biafrans, leadership is not easy. It's not easy to lead. If you search the Google for leadership, you will see a lot of things. The key factors, the elements that make up leadership, it is too gross, very humongous. I am telling you the truth. Onye Biafra ọbụla kwanyela onwe ya ugwu. Kwanyela onwe gị ugwu. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. Now, let us dive into Yakubu Gowan. I know that what I have said so far should make you understand that jailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life was costly to Nigeria government, and they will never give up on it. You remember last time the speculation was that, oh, they are telling Mietiala that if they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mietiala was telling those they paid, you should pay us $1 million that we paid to Kenya, and 100 million they paid to the people that worked with the governors. Let me tell you another important thing. You cannot fight Biafra. Biafra does not belong to any individual. It does not. Even Ojukwu family, I think they understand. You can never see anybody from that family coming to disturb you with Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his brothers, unfortunately, they don't understand that. And I believe that someone who knows them, or who knows somebody who knows them, should make them hear and see this video. Biafra is not a commodity. It is neither for sale nor for claim. Adele Biafra ele. You cannot claim Biafra. Biafra does not belong to any individual. So, if you see yourself in a position, do not continue making gra. Like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brothers. Now, let me tell you, let me be honest. I can never impute anything on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Simon Ekpa, because people want to use them to shine. Once you mention that name, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the flame goes high. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he was out here with us, he never assigned any duty to any of his siblings, and none of them was with the DOS. If they come and join as Biafrans, yes, but Onyendu never involved his brothers into what we were doing. So is it now that any idiot will believe that Onyendu is sending his brothers to do what for him? Onyendu is too polished. He is too intelligent. He is very smart. Our leaders are very smart people. Our current leader, yes, he is also a smart man. He came to United States of America. He saw and he conquered. We are very good business-oriented people. We think smartly. We think whenever a Biafran sees something, before you know it, he will analyze that thing in 3 different ways and you choose the one you like. I can never believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Simon Ekpa, as they were detained separately in different countries, that anything anybody tell me that they said or did, I will not accept it. Because this is what the governors and the Fulanis want. Anything that will disintegrate Biafra or keep fragmenting us in bits and pieces. So we have to work according to what we have here. Not Onyendu said or Simon said. No. Because you are not there. The governors will even pay for their flight ticket to Sokoto and tell them, once you come out, announce this and tell them that it is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. They can even tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said we should stop fighting. And you will believe it. Because you saw them coming out from Sokoto. All these lawyers in Nigeria are criminals. Look at what was analyzed here. How many billions that was paid to men who are supposed to be lord, men of justice. They received 12 billion, 10 billion, 9 billion, 7 billion to put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, an innocent man, to jail. Whereas Sunday Igboho has been released, their own brother. Omotosho knew that Sunday Igboho would have stood as a precedent to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. In Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, 2017, when he was waiting for his hearing, they went for Python dance. They actually wanted to kill him, but he ran away. Military. But in Sunday Igboho's case, in his house, 2 soldiers were killed. But he's free today. So Biafrans, we should reason. Nobody should come and be saying, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this. Oh, he did that. Or Simon said this. Or he did that. It's all lies. It is all lies. If you take that matter to court, you will fail. Because hearsay is inadmissible in court. Hearsay evidence is not admissible. Because the court regard it as non-existent statement until you hear it from the person. This is the lack of knowledge some of us wallow about. You keep thinking that, oh, this is happening, this has happened. No. Focus on what you are doing. And forget about what this person said or the other person did. Keep walking until you get to the end. Now let me show you the video of Yakubu Gowan. You all know who Yakubu Gowan is. Yakubu Gowan, his English name is Jack, or Christian name, because Yakubu Gowan is a Christian, just like Musa. To tell you that these liars, their takia means lies. We as Christians, our Lord Jesus Christ taught us that when you go to preach or evangelize or convert somebody to Christianity and they refuse or they reject your teaching, wipe the dust on your feet and leave. But what about the Muslims? Whether Muhammad said it or not, I don't know. But in their Quran, they wrote it there. that takia is lies. When you want something and you cannot get it, lie to get it. You can lie to get it. Yes, that is what takia is all about. Takia is all about lying to get what you want. So Yakubu Gowan now has been replaced by the former CDS and the current defense minister called Christopher Musa. Musa is real Hausa name. So they used, this is him, Yakubu Gowan. They used him in 1966 when they went to Aburi, or January 1967. They went to Aburi. Aburi is in Ghana for peace talk amongst the then Organization of African Unity, all the leaders. And they were talking about regional government. And what regional government means is that you will have your own policing system. You will have overall conduct and management of your natural resources and pay dividends or tax to the central government. They agreed. You will hear from him all lies. All lies. Yakubu Gowan lied to this white man looking at him. Unfortunately, we blacks, we hate ourselves. If a black man is doing something and his brother said to him, oh, stop, stop, he will look at you like this and he will continue as if, who are you? Because we believe in money or title. That's why you see people fighting in any organization. You see them, they will be fighting each other. Because Oyibo man came to teach us that title is the only thing you will have, and whenever you speak, people will be hearing your voice. But in their country, the white man in their country, they listen to children in primary school. They listen to children in primary school. In this country where I live, children of 13 years old said to their principal that they want parents' meeting. Do you know that woman organized parents' meeting? It was on their newspaper. And children, that time they were talking about lesbianism and sex change and this and that. And those children, when their parents came on that parents' meeting, they said that they want to warn them and the school that nobody should come here and be teaching them or telling them about sex change or lesbianism or gay or this or that. That is not what they have come to school to learn. That you should teach them what the school syllabus is all about. All the curriculum, that is what they should follow and teach them. And not coming here to teach them. And they took it on board. So, in the world of the Western, children have say, but they came to Africa to teach you. If you don't have money, nobody will hear you. If you are not wealthy, nobody will hear you. If you are not a titled man, nobody will respect you. And that is the loophole that the Fulanis and their terrorist government and their allies are using against us. We will be busy fighting for title, fighting for position, and they are busy laying pipe from your country, draining your oil to their homeland. What are they doing with it? For the interest and benefit of their own people. And we will be there busy. Hey, you are PM. Hey, you are DC. Hey, you are DPO. Or you are DPM. Or you are CRC or DCC. You will just leave the object and continue to pursue the shadow. And that is why we are where we are today. I am not lying. I don't owe anybody any apology because I'm saying the truth. This is it. I studied to tell people the truth. The gospel truth and nothing but the truth. That's my profession. I will tell you the truth. You people are just taught how to worship the white man and ignore yourselves. Go to their countries. They are well arranged, very, very organized. Go to our hometown. Even in Lagos, you will still see a street that is not tarred. You will see all the gutters open. We don't think of human lives. And we forget that whatever you are today, it is your fellow human being that will help you to achieve that. If you are a businessman, assuming you are a producer of perfume, or you produce shoes, or you produce even shirts, as I'm wearing now, after production, are you going to wear all of it? It is other human beings that will come and patronize you, and whatever you are selling will be moving. But Nigeria is the only country where human health, human life, human respect does not exist. He is talking to this white man because the man does not know anything about his agreement with Ojukwu in Aburi. The man does not know anything. And he is here like an obedient servant, lying to the man. So when a black man is doing something, his brother call him, this thing you are doing is not good. He will make him an instant enemy. But the moment Oyibo man says stop, stop, he will stop. He will stop because he believes that Oyibo is superior. We are the ones making them feel superior over us because of the way we disrespect each other, the way we look down on each other. Yet we are the born, the strong people that work very hard, especially the Igbos. The Hausas or the Fulanis, they only do either cattle rearing or money change in the change bureau, the change. Yorubas, one man will be one place, pregnanting women from Oshodi, Mushi, Shomolu, everywhere. Iyawomi, everywhere. But the Igbo man is that one that early in the morning, he will get up to either go to Idumota or Balogu or go to Festac town or go to Alaba to sell or travel to China to buy container. We are not lazy people. But what we don't have is to have the same political sense like the Yorubas and the Fulanis. They will sit down selling money at the corridors of banks everywhere. And nobody is arresting them. But somebody like Yakubu Gowan, he is here lying to this man. Let me play the voice and you will hear. And we will analyze it as it comes.
Domination politically. The North feared the domination of the South. Education.
The North feared the domination of South. Let me analyze this critically. And you, the people watching, you will evaluate it. Now, in the North, they have vast land. Like when I travel to South Africa, they have vast land, very massive land. Now, you know, in the north, they have vast land. The first time I traveled from Jos, from Enugu to Mubi, Mubi is next to Cameroon, and Mubi is still Nigeria. And you all should remember that there was a time Nigeria was ruling Cameroon. So Mubi is just Mubi is Mubi. Next to Cameroon, they share border. And I went there. I took pictures there. As a secondary school student that went on holidays, we took pictures there. Where Amadou Ahijo, one of the first leaders of Cameroon, where he took picture in their currency. I went there and took picture as well in Cameroon. Now, before I got to Mubi, we started from Bauchi to Jos. From Bauchi to Jos, you will drive. You can only see 3 houses. And from Jos to Maiduguri, because you will pass Maiduguri before you get to Mubi. You will drive and drive and drive and drive. No houses at all. But in South, both Southwest and Southeast, because I have gone round Yoruba land when I was working in Lagos. From here to here is another family. From here to here is another family. When I went to Warri, and they say we are now in Sapele, it is not up to 2 minutes. Warri and Sapele are just close to each other. That's why we are always fighting for land. We are more thickly populated than the north. And that's why they always go to collect people from Niger, from Mali, Burkina Faso to come and vote for them. And they are these terrorists they are using today. Because people from Benue can never in their lifetime fight for Fulani. They can never. Let me tell you the gospel truth. Real Hausa people are very kind people. They cannot lift a finger against you like the Fulanis do. Fulani man carries dagger around as if to say anything is happening. Ndewo Monday, thank you for joining us. My people, remember to continue clicking, liking and sharing this message so that it goes viral. I want my people to learn some of the things that they ignore, which they should know. So Yakubu Gowan'S now started by saying that the South are more in population or whatever he said here. Let me just play it backwards.
Domination politically. The North feared the domination of the South educationally.
The North feared the domination of the South academically, of course. Till tomorrow, they are not educated. They are just forcing it. Fulanis will tell you they are going to study abroad. They will go and pay for certificates. At least, Tinubu is a typical and classical example. They pay for certificates. We study, we go to school. So that we will know that thing that the white man know and still know our own culture and tradition. It is only a wise attempt for you to go and study. You can still go as an adult, the one they call adult education.
Commercially, etc. And I think it is the fear of the major fear of political domination was
the major fear of political domination, because they know that they were not educated. They fear political domination. That's why they are killing us.
Really, what brought about the coup of 1966, which
that was what brought about the 1966 coup, which them by themselves, plotted, and they made this allegation against Biafrans. My people, let me tell you, you see these people, we had no media. Biafrans had no media at the time. It was only Okoko on them. And Okoko on them, like what is happening today, will hide it in his car and you will never know. So when he gets to a safe and quiet place, he will start broadcasting. And one of his major sayings then is, na onye ndị ilo gbara gburugburu na-eche ndụ ya nche mgbe niile, ụmụ Biafra, unu alarụkwa n'ụla. When we are here talking, it's not because we want to paint our words colorfully well or to tell you something that is non-existent, but you should go and visit our website, www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org. Go there. Once you get there, you will see a lot of things by yourself. It will no longer be a hearsay. Go and convince yourself on our website. Then you will know that you will donate to liberate yourself. So let us listen to this pathological liar, Yakubu Gowan.
It seemed to be one-sided, and it's mainly the northern leadership, both in the political as well as military, that were eliminated, and that engendered the.
He talked about agenda. When somebody is talking, stammering, they are thinking of a very classical and beautiful lie to tell. Yakubu Gowan has no grounds, no founded grounds for what he did. And he has no defense. Clearly, he lacks word to describe the reason why they started that war against Biafrans. Nobody, that time they were saying, hey, you Igbos, you Igbos. Are they still saying the same thing now? Go to Kwara State, they have run and left their home. This was the agenda that they started since 1966. Ojukwu was sitting down seeing all this, but Gowon was standing up that time. He never saw it. Even Obasanjo that I showed yesterday, Obasanjo was standing, he never saw it. But Ojukwu that was sitting down like this, Ojukwu saw everything. That 1966 coup, they alleged that it was Igbos. And in Babangida's new book, Babangida exonerated Igbo soldiers. Rather, it was the Igbo soldiers that were fighting for Babawo that was imprisoned. And they sent him to Calabar prison. Do you people, some of you did not know that Calabar was the first capital of that country. They had seaport, everything. But these greedy Yorubas with Fulanis, he is coming to the reason why they don't want us to go.
The crisis. Now, it was because Ojukwu or the East felt that after what happened in January and July, and a lot of the killings in September, in August, September, October, and subsequent.
Because Ojukwu and the Igbos felt what? He talked about the killings. He has never told this man who started the killing, who was doing the killing and who was being killed. He skipped it. He does not want to say who the killers was or were, or who are being killed. They will tell you that we want to divide Nigeria. We are the ones that united Nigeria. Because anywhere you go in Nigeria that you don't see the Igbo man, nwanne kpocha, never fulelele, or ife Gaddafi agụrụ n'egwu. Our brother Flavor sige, na anywhere ije mi furu onye Igbo nwanne gị kpocha. We are everywhere, trading, buying, selling, serving them, paying them tax, developing, manufacturing. We have premier breweries in Umuahia. Everything. Cement in Nkalago, coal in Enugu, oil in Akwa Ibom State, oil in Abia State, oil in Uguta, Egbema, Igbo land. That Ekututu, why they always go there? All the mineral resources. We have oil in Isoko and Urobo. Worry? They know that they cannot do without us. At least when you know that somebody have something you don't have, why don't you bend down and walk peacefully with that person? But no, Fulanis are not that type. Fulanis came from Futajalon with Usman Danfodio, yet they want to displace the owners of the land, and they will still accuse you for trying to defend yourself. Let me show you people a video. Let me show you people this video, and you will see that Nigeria is this country. They don't want you to defend yourself. They don't want you to talk. They don't want you to do anything. Just fold your hands and allow the Fulanis to take over your land. Then you will be a good citizen. Somebody wants to defend himself, you will arrest them. Look at this video, my people.
Here, innocent Nigerians.
This is happening in Benue.
Go to Cuba, and then Nigerian army do not have F-1 to pursue these people in the rocks. Even when we told them they entered there, this is where Nigerian army park their trucks here, in this place here. They recruit to engage them there, but they're waiting for command. Which command? Who command who? When they're killing our people, and then yet you still follow our people at home. You arrest them at home. For what reason? All those guys that they were arrested by the Nigerian army. That's what we said. We told the government, we don't want to see Nigerian armies and go any of our communities. Let them engage the terrorists in the forest. Yes, they are the ones that arrested our children, innocent children. For what reason? Therefore, our
Yes, Biafran. This man talking is saying that they are not allowing military to come to their land because they are fighting to free themselves. The vigilantes are fighting to free themselves from the Fulani terrorists that are coming to kill their people. And the military came. Instead of arresting the terrorists, they started arresting the vigilantes. This is what Gowon brought this calamity upon his people. These people are Gowon's people. Gowon is not an Hausa man. He's from Middle Belt, Plateau State. They are killing his people now. And that was the curse Ojukwu laid on him. Ojukwu said to him, Gowon, me and you, we went to Aburi, and all the leaders of Africa settled for us. You came back now, and you are listening to your masters. You are listening to your masters who said you should fight kill the Biafrans for their own interest. That the way your people are killing my people, that they will receive it. Yes, Gowon did this to Biafrans, and they are very closer to us than the people of the north, than Fulanis. And Yakubu Gowan is here talking trash, lying.
You know that you know the Igbos had to run to their own particular area, and I know that I had to even make sure that the soldiers separated, you know, for a while. Otherwise, you never know what will happen. The animosity if they are within the same barracks. So I had to allow them to go back to their domain. Now
He had to allow us to go to our domain. You can imagine when an elderly man like this is lying. A country built under lies, on top of lies. A country, anything built on lies. Yakubu Gowan, you are not an Hausa man. The same thing is being replicated. Today, Musa is a Christian. They are using him. Just the same way they use Yakubu Gowan and dumped him. And Gowon is talking to that white man, lying to the man. And what will the man do? The man will accept the lies. But we know the lies. We know the truth. Because we are the ones wearing the shoes. We know where it hurts. And the exact toenail that is feeling the pain. Today, my happiness is that every Nigerian is receiving that pain. Even worse. Even worse. This is it. Ojukwu saw that these people, that they are not somebody you can rely on. How can you be a stranger? You are from Futajalon. You came to Nigeria. You want Nigerians to hands off and give you their land and not talk. Every time they will say, oh, you Igbos, you do this. We are indigenous people, for crying out loud. We are indigenous people. And the unfortunate thing and the painful thing is that our people don't listen. They don't listen. You will talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Nobody will listen. This man was used in 1966. He went to Aburi in Ghana with Ojukwu, and they had an agreement. He came back. They said to him, do not accept that condition of regional government, because they know that if we, as a region, take control and charge of our natural resources, they will not have any avenue or access to our oil without paying for it. Because in the real sense, we are not going to drink our oil or our gas. We have to sell some and make sure that our people are self-sufficient. But you did not see it happening. That is what is going on. That is what is going on. That was what went on. Gowon is here lying.
Was you know the when Ojukwu, the East, felt that they have no because of what has happened, they have no further stake in the country. They decided they wanted to break away from the.
What has happened has no name. He cannot mention what has happened, because what has happened was what he was covering up at the time. What has happened? He did not tell this man that thing that actually happened. Because an action brings about reaction. There can never be a reaction in this world without an action. He did not want, this man does not want to tell the white man what happened. Because of what happened. What was that thing that happened? It is too heavy for him to mention.
from the country. Now, that was really what brought about the civil war. And of course, I said, as a soldier, I'm supposed to defend my nation. And now, as a head of state, I cannot allow the nation to break up. Like Winston Churchill said.
You see the name he's calling. He can, as a soldier, he cannot allow his country to break up. And listen,
like Winston Churchill.
You see, his master, his slave master, Winston Churchill. He cannot allow them, his nation, to break up because of who? Winston Churchill. Who is Winston Churchill? Is he from Benue Plateau? Or from Biafra land? Or Winston Churchill is a Fulani man? His slave master. So, he was ruling to impress, ruling to save. For the interest of foreigners, you will be killing your brothers and sisters. Shameless Africans. Every African leader, unashamedly, are still the slaves of their masters. Go around African countries. Tell me the one, apart from this one that Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore is doing now. Apart from that, no African leader that is working for the interest of his people. No, 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 no. It is for the interest of their slave masters in Europe. Because America did not colonize any African country I know, unless I don't know about it. It is Europe, from United Kingdom to France, from France to Germany, from Germany to Spain, all of them. They divided Africa like cake. That was why when Britain and France was fighting in Cameroon, they came back to Berlin. Table it. Today they have Francophone. The French people that speak French and the Anglophone Cameroonians, the ones that speak English, they divided Cameroon. That was why Nigeria was ruling Cameroon, because Britain was ruling Nigeria, and they still ruling Nigeria. We are not Nigerians. We are Biafrans. We are Biafrans. Yakubu Gowan is here, lying as much as he could. Listen to him.
Like Winston Churchill said that he was not made prime minister to preside over the dissolution of the empire when India was becoming wanted to become independent.
You see the nasty example they always use to beautify their stupidity and foolishness. The nasty example they will always use.
So that was the point, and I decided that we should not, I should not allow Nigeria to break away. We will not allow any part to secede. Now, of course, Ojukwu wanted, if he succeeded, yes, with the oil, the major oil is.
Now, he has broken the camel's back, the oil. The main reason, the real reason why they are fighting us. Oil. Oil. This oil is what placed us as #1 endangered species. We are the goose that lays the golden egg. Always the oil. Do you know that as we speak, The oil is going to them through pipe. That's why Europe, are you not surprised? Why did Europe give Tinubu 288 million euro and Britain gave them 764 million loan? And they will tell you what they want you to do with the loan. Not just that they are telling them what they know the reason why they are giving them the money. They give them the loan to keep buying weapons to suppress this goose laying the golden egg so that it doesn't talk. That's why Yakubu Gowan at his age is lying to a white man. And why the white man? He should be doing this national as a national address. Lie to Nigerians. Tell them why you fought the Igbos. But he's saying it to a white man. They are leading and ruling to impress foreigners. Whether their people are dying or not, it does not concern them. Now, Musa have carried all that money to Turkey to go and buy weapons. To the extent that they are now agreeing to come and build. Biafrans, listen to this. They are planning to come and build a Turkey military base in Port Harcourt, at the center of Biafra land. When they heard that America is coming to build their military base in Biafra land, in Port Harcourt, whether that is true or not, Nigeria flew everywhere. As I read Okubo, all the channel news, they don't want America. America is coming for oil. This and that. They want to give us Biafra. This. America has oil more than you. They have more oil than you have. Energy supply, they have it more. Go and read history. They have coal, everything. The coal in Enugu that gives electricity, energy, everything. Nigeria government and Pitamba, the one in Enugu, they are selling it to Chinese people. America has anything you think you have, America has it double. That's why America, I don't see them as hungry people, because they never colonized any African nation that I know. But since this mission in Turkey is going on, none of these radio houses in Nigeria or media houses is talking about it. So we will be revealing it here for you, that they are coming to build military base, Turkey. Now, let me tell you about Turkey now. Let me show you this video. One pastor, he said he's a pastor. Let me play what he said to your hearing.
Are you aware that Turkey was fully a Christian nation? Jihadists, this same jihadists that we're experiencing in Nigeria, wiped Christianity out. And now Turkey, 100% Muslim country. Libya was a Christian nation. Go and find out. Now, jihadists wiped Christianity out and installed Islam, 100%. Are you aware that Syria was 100% Christian nation, but jihadists wiped Christianity out and installed Islam? Are you aware that Iran was a Christian nation? Christians everywhere in Iran. The IRGC and Islamic fighters, they came and wiped Christianity off, disconnected Iran from the Western world, and disconnected Iran from Israel and installed Islam fully, 100%. My question to you right now is that is looking at me. My question to you right now, are you thinking in this direction? And you are seeing this thing is coming to us in Nigeria. Places like Kwara State now, many churches in different villages, they have relocated their members, they have relocated their pastors, they have shifted to places like Ilorin. So they are close.
They are close. Biafrans, this is why I always use people's video as evidence. You will hear from the horse's mouth what is going to happen to you. And you will also know that if this man brings an action against me, that I said that he said, I will say, oh boy, no be you be this. No be you they talk am. Why did you post it? Once you post anything to the internet, it is bound to be used by anybody. Once you post it, it is what they call ITT in law. Invitation to treat. ITT. Anything you post, people must use it. That is one of the conditions. So once you post it, I will use it. These are the reasons why I use people's video. You cannot come tomorrow and sue me, bring an action against me for libel or for false narratives. I will show you this was you. Once you post your video, is an ITT, invitation to treat. He is saying it. Now Musa is going to sign agreement with military to come and build their military base in Nigeria, in heart of Biafra land, because they still claim ownership of Biafra. So when you hear this, it will tingle your ear that something dangerous is coming, that you have to wake up. Don't wait for any prime minister or any deputy prime minister, DPM or CRC to tell you that you have to wake up from your sleep and your slumber. These people are really there to make us look like Syria and Afghanistan and all these countries that were Christian countries. As this man, he said he's a pastor. And the question will be, what are they doing as religious leaders? Because somebody like Bishop Kuka is a big disappointment to Christianity. Yakubu Gowan, Christopher Musa, they are all disappointment to Christianity.
Closing up on us. Are you aware, as we speak to you right now, there are many communities in this country that has already been sacked? Christian communities, especially, that has been sacked and taken over by those who sacked them.
Yes, that's the idea. When they go to Turkey to buy weapon, this is what they use it to do. When they sack you from that place, you will be a conquered person. And they will come and bring their people to Fulanize that region. If you want to be there, you have to be, what is it called? You have to be Islamized. All these countries he named, they were Christians. And that's why people of Iran rose up and said, we are tired of this Islamic extremism. We have to fight. And America is helping them. America is helping them. Sometimes I will be thinking, are they waiting for us to finish before they will come and help us? Have we not died enough? We died over 5 million during 1967 massacre and genocide. And we are still dying. We are still dying. Let me show you another video that will make you understand that our people are still dying. Our people are still dying. And nobody is talking about it. In Enugu, listen to this guy.
You don't give him food. Somebody hostage, keep him there. There people are coming demanding for him. You said he's not there. Why the person is under your detention? You don't give him food.
Now, Yakubu Gowan told that man that because he's a military man, he has to fight to maintain oneness of his country. Nigeria did not start today to use military people. Sadwana of Sokoto and Ahmadu Bello, they did it. This Colonel Nwobosi said that he was 27 years old in the army. And the Sadwana of Sokoto and Tafawa Balewa used military to capture this Kwara state. Because once I was traveling through Kwara state, it was during the time that students, children closed from school. And all of them, every school we pass, you will see children coming out of school, all the girls were covering their heads. And I said to the driver, a very good friend of mine, I said to him, does it mean that people of your Kwara state are now all Muslims? He said, you don't know something, no? If you don't cover your head, you will not enter the class. As a girl, little children, they were all covering their heads. Nwobosi, in his book, he said that this Sadwana of Sokoto and Ahmadu Bello used military to conquer that place in the 60s. You can imagine. They will use police. They will use army. They will use Air Force. They are using Navy. Military. They are fond of using military. And this guy talking about his grievances, he said that the police, once they come to arrest youths that did not do anything in Enugu, they will put them in their cell. And they will not feed the person for 3 months. And when you come there to look for that your person that was detained, they will tell you that is not in their station. Jihad in military is not surprising, because if Oladele or Olayele will CDS will tell you that they are prodigal sons of theirs, that they should be considered and be reintegrated into the society, you will know that military, they are compromised. They have compromised. You see it. I'm showing you all these videos as evidence that these people, they have gagged us like this. Like basket. Ndeba no. Uchakwa no nti unu. Join and if I remain a Biafran Republic government in exile, because it is for our own good. Ndewo Wisdom, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Thank you so much. This our brother here is from Enugu State. He is crying out. When we used to agitate with a Biafra flag on the street, they will kill us. Now what they do, every night, police will just take their van, go and collect our boys. Why are they doing that? Because of what Yakubu Gowan was saying. To eliminate all the Igbo youths who are fighting for Biafra.
You will kill somebody without food, without water, for complete 3 good months, and the person will buy. Is that not organ harvesting going on in Enugu State?
He said culture organ harvesting in Enugu State. Ha! Ewu atami gunisi.
Ebukobi went to Enugu State the other day, and he said he's a prophet. He sees everything. Yet he didn't see what is happening in Enugu State. Father Mbaka is there, answering prophet. You guys are not seeing what is happening in Enugu State. But it's me that is not a prophet that is seeing everything.
You see? That is his own anger. That is his own anger.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I'm making too much noise, but as a man of God and as a prophet of God, I am seeing something, and I am restless, and action must be taken before it is too late.
He is a man of God. He is restless. Action must be taken. By who? Who will take that action for you? If you as a Christian, he said he's man of God. I left it to get to this point so that you will hear it from him that he is a man of God. Let me tell you, in the Bible, as Christians, we claim that we are Christians, and we are Christians. If you go to Bible, you will see that the people of Israelites, during their time, they fought a lot of battles. Until tomorrow, they are still fighting. They never keep quiet. Elijah, when he killed almost 400 prophets of Baal, he never waited for God. He did it himself. They were all fighters. That you are a prophet does not mean, or you are a man of God does not say, you shouldn't fight and defend yourself. Because what they will do once they come and see you and your church, that is where a lot of people gathered. They will hammer on you. That is true. They will just use all this AK-47 that they are buying to hammer on you. My brother, this Trump, come and help us. Are we not human beings? Was it Trump that fought Nigeria-Biafra war for us? We have to start to fight with our Ijema. All of you, I don't see you people during our fundraising. Because I don't like missing fundraising. Even Chukuma. I still want Chukuma to come and tell me how many times he comes to donate at the fundraising. How many times? All these things I am showing you people here should make you to get angry and donate. Why I always say that we are in a diplomatic stage of our freedom fight. We are no longer wielding flags on the street. We have crossed that. We are no longer doing that. Diplomatic stage means you are now going to meet other countries to come and recognize you, that you want to live. And that will be in line with the international rule of law. For any country that have risen up that they want to be free, that they want to be recognized, you need 5 countries. That is the basic requirement. And you must satisfy that. And it needs money. It needs money. Now, to defend our land, especially now that Christopher Musa, let me bring Christopher Musa. Now that Christopher Musa is going to bring people from, where is it called? Turkey. Where are they taking that ammunitions to? To Biafra land. So now, what we need is for us to ensure that there is enough logistics for those men to use and protect our land. Let me look for this Musa's video and show it to you.
Turkey has been Nigeria and Turkey have come a long way since 1960.
Nigeria and Turkey has come a long way.
Like family to Nigeria. We've worked together truly. We share so many common things together. And Turkey has a lot of experience that we would like to be able to get from working.
Are you hearing him? When that man of God talked, he said that Turkey used to be a Christian country. What did Christopher Musa say there? That them, Nigerians, have been friendly with Turkey for so many years, since 1960. Since the 60s, that they have experience, a lot of experience. What experience? Experience of how to exterminate, how to eliminate, how to displace Christians and replace them with Muslim. That is the experience they have. Because he is a qualified military man. He went to artillery school. He went to military school. He went to all these schools. But now he is recruiting people who have no military experience to go and kill people they don't want. So what is he going to Turkey to do? Because Turkey have experience on how to displace Christians and replace them with Muslims. You have heard it. So Biafrans, what are we waiting for? Listen to him.
Nigeria and Turkey have come a long way since 1960. Turkey has been like family to Nigeria. We've worked together truly. We share so many common things together. And Turkey has a lot of experience that we would like to be able to get from working together. I think before now I've had the initial meeting this morning with the Minister of Defense, where we shared a lot of ideas on how to improve on our relationship defense-wise. Turkey has improved dramatically regards production of military hardware, and Nigeria is still developing, and we have agreed we're going to partner together so that we have co-production of some of the items as we speak, because we have been fighting asymmetric warfare for almost 17 years now. Turkey has had experience over 40 years. Because of that, we work together closely. We have agreed to move into training, production, improvement on our defense industry cooperation.
Okay, when they are talking about defense, specific, it is very specific that he is talking about defense. Is there any war in Nigeria? That is number one question. Number two question, what sort of experience do Turkey have that a military man like him does not have? He said that he was talking with their Ministry of Defense on defense matters, that they have experience and have equipment over 40 years ago. My people, Nigeria became an oil-producing country in 1956. Okay, 1956 was when the oil was discovered. And 1958, 2 years after, 1958 till date, what has Nigeria government done with that oil? That is to show you that development, infrastructure, common and basic life amenities is not in their agenda. They came with an agenda to destroy what we are doing, to destroy us. Hello? Yeah, I'm on program now.
Yes, I've been with you, only that where I am, I couldn't join through Zoom.
Oh, you want to talk to Biafrans?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm putting you on speaker.
Yeah,
Go,
correct. That's correct.
go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, dear friends. I am MID BRJE. So, on your rank, I just wanted to use, you see that Christopher Musa that appeared now, because currently Christopher Musa happened to be uploaded. His interview happened to be uploaded on the screen. Okay, speaking about military alliance with Turkey. Now, I wanted to remind our people on the reason why Onyendu said, hence you are in this struggle, forget about anything. Political participation in the zoo politics, is because our people, Christians, are being used for the implementation of Islam, radical Islam, in fact, radicalism, Islamization, Fulanization. Now, they use the other man you were talking about before, the one that betrayed Ojukwu from Middle Belt, the person of Gowon, Jack Gowon. They used him during that time to disobey the law, which is what's called the International Accord on Aburi Accord.
Yes.
And it turned things upside down. That is the same way they're using Christopher Musa to destroy the sanctity of the Constitution of Nigeria, thereby also disregarding and disobeying the previous accord they had with America that will, create a kind of balanced equation in terms of fight against terrorism. So our Nyendu told us, look, forget about anything. If you want to be free, just remove your appetite. I think that's the way they call it. Appetite from anything concerning Nigeria's politics. Because if you as a Christian happen to go there, what I mean by Christian is we, the indigenous people, the main people that own Nigeria, whether you are from Nupe or you are Gwari person or you are Igbo or you are a Biafran or you are Hausa or you are Yoruba, for the fact that you went and bowed to the caliphate, believing under fake formulated Nigeria, which is not ours, they will use you against your people. That's what Christopher Musa is representing now. And when they finish using him, they will kick him at the buttocks. And that's the end. His people will be eliminated. Just as what is the fate of it's a pity, however, the fate of the Middle Belters is because their brother were being used against freedom. Because what Ojukwu has been clamoring is what you call regionalism. Regionalism means a system of government where every region can simply govern themselves and contribute a quota at the central government, thereby creating abuse. Then they will have a system of database where you calculate based on what you are able to expect, you are able to gain through your internally generated revenue, what you call IGR. Then you place it at the center. That is the way America is structured, the way many European countries have been structured, because you have regional autonomy. So, but due to the wickedness of the British Empire, they called this Gowon after the meeting and told him not to agree. In fact, to disobey the law. And the Mumu man agreed because they have this inferiority complex. Situation whereby we black people, we don't think about our own interest. Whether that the white man says so, you say, yes, sir, white man. Who is white man? And I have been telling our people, then the Hasnan Nakohono. White man does not exist. White, we know what is called white. That thing and the father, that thing that the Reverend Fathers wear every Sunday is called white. Have you ever seen a human being that has that white color? White man does not exist, but black man exists. It is out of jealousy. That black man exists, that they went and created what they call appeasement, white man. Then they taught their children that anything that these people that are called white man does, they should like it. Not that they only taught them, they try to use others, to enslave others, so that they will appease their own. They use it practically. Any place you have, you see that they say, this is white man. You see that they always build road, build standard schools, so that their people will like them. But our own people, instead of them to being proud of their own, both in color and regional politics, ethnic politics, because when I say ethnic politics, people should not misquote me. In Nigeria, when a northerner is there, we do things for northerners. If a Yoruba man is there, we do things for Yoruba people. But if our people are there, they will try to sabotage their own, just like they sabotage Nnamdi Kanu. You see? That's why when you said our people are politically ignorant, you are very right. I've been saying it for quite a long time.
Thank you.
Because, so now, when America said it's going to come and save Christians from the bombardment, from the Christian genocide, do you know that pastors like Mbaka, because let me hold that one, because I heard it from his mouth. I don't want to call any other pastor's name now. Father Mbaka said, why is America coming to Nigeria? Has America finished its own problem? Now, it is no longer America. They are announcing everywhere that Turkey has concluded agreement to come and establish military base in Nigeria. Where is Father Mbaka? Why is Father Mbaka not talking? That is that sabotage that I'm saying. Let our people be careful, because none of these people will go free. Hence, they did not understand that we should protect our own. They thought that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming. And when the Biafra comes, they will no longer be Reverend Father. Who tells you that they will no longer be a Reverend Father? Me and myself, I'm a Reverend Father. But I am like Martin Luther King Jr. I'm like Desmond Tutu. You don't pray more than me. I see visions. That's why I'm able to be in this struggle. When we're telling our people, make use of the biblical quotation the way it is. Seek ye the kingdom of God first. Then after, every other thing will come. That kingdom of God means your own freedom. You cannot be in a country where the government is by extremist Islam, and you know that the formula is you can become a country, even if a local government area, as small as local government area, can even become a country. A good example is Vatican City. It's another country. You can become a country, you write a constitution, you do everything so that you will be free to worship that God, that Jesus that you are worshiping. That Omena that you belong and you believe in. No, they don't want to go through that way. They will be saying it, Satan, Satan, Satan. The question I still ask again is, why is pastors, for example, Father Mbaka is not fighting against the coming of Turkey, but he fought against the coming of American government. And they are using Musa, Christopher Musa, to cover their evil. Are they not the one that made agreement with America on terrorism? Why is it that they left America and they went to hire Turkey? Turkey, for our own information, is an Islamic country. You cannot contradict. You have connected America. You should have finished with America. That agreement, where has it ended? And America has already sent, it's a symbol of, to fulfill that agreement that they had on the 1st of 25th of December and on the 1st of January 2026. One was in 2025 December, the other one was 1st of January 2026. Practically, to make sure, to send a message to the terrorists that they can no longer continue killing people, especially Christians in Nigeria. They have done something visible. But no, instead of being with America, they went and started contact. Not only that they even used the wife of Ojukwu, that's another scapegoat. They are jubilating now, but in the nearest future, they will all regret. They will all regret because all these things they're doing, trying to, cover their belly, they don't know that it can never last. Is it not Turkey that was revealed by the American intelligentsia and also by IDF intelligentsia that they were the ones sponsoring Boko Haram, sending the weapons and whatnot? Why is it that our people cannot understand international politics? So let me say, because I don't want to talk too lengthy, Christians, ndị Igbo, malụnụ na problem anyị abụrụ ekwensu wawa problem. Problem bụ ndị na-akpụ isi n'ala. Ọhụ abụ international problem. Onye ọbụla na-ege news. Our problem only is not about prosperity, because if you are prosperous, but you are being condemned through the government that is not of yours. What about it? Do you know why I got out in the a prosperous somebody, but it is not your own people in that government. It is not the government by Christians. It is not the government by our own moderate people, traditionalists. It is not our own people's government, but it is a government that is not clear. Arab. We are not Arabians, we are Africans. All those our words makes no sense. All those our education makes no sense. So having the autonomy of Biafra is the only solution. Thank you, my sister, for the opportunity. Let me yield for now.
All right. Thank you so much for your submissions. Ndewo. Biafrans, Ndewo, Evangelista, thank you so much for joining us. Biafrans, let me tell you people my honest truth. We don't hate ourselves. We don't. We were just being unnecessarily fragmented. We are just being unnecessarily fragmented. And as I said earlier, the white man, according to what they call themselves, they came and taught us that if you are not a titled person, either a chief or president or vice or senator or any title at all, or a prime minister or whatever, you cannot talk. Or when you talk, nobody will listen to you. I said it earlier in this video. And when they go to their country, they will teach their people a different thing that anybody can be listened to. And when you are talking and people are listening to you, you will be happy to express yourself, that what you are saying is being listened to by your fellow human beings. They taught them about equality. Because when you disrespect people, they will hate you with passion. The Oyibo man, you will be talking and he will be paying you a listening ear. But our people don't listen. We love to intimidate those they think that they don't have money. Money and title was what Oyibo people used to deceive the whole Africa. So in Africa, if you don't have money, you don't have position. Nobody, you will be disregarded. Even when you are telling the truth, nobody will listen to you because you are not a titled person. You are not a wealthy person. But that is not the way they taught their children. To the extent that even little kids in school, there was a time when I was here, Tony Blair was the prime minister then. He was the prime minister. And he went to primary schools. And children were asking him questions. And obviously video was there to video it. It was the following day, it all came on the newspaper. Because they have free newspapers. And I believe that when Biafra come, we will do that. And compulsory education. Because illiteracy is really playing a very negative role in the whole of Africa. Because if you understand that know what they know, you will know that you should love your brother We Biafrans, we love ourselves, but they kept fragmenting us, dividing us into pieces, because Onyendu said that you cannot put an elephant in the pot and cook. You have to cut it into pieces, because they see us as such. We are the elephant. They want to fragment us. They want to cut us in bits and pieces so that they can eat us. We don't hate ourselves. Ekube ndị Igbo ka wee fu onwe fa n'anya na that country. Anyị fụrụ onwe anyị n'anya so much. We love ourselves. But why are we hating ourselves today? Because they want to use you against your brother. That was the legacy of Usman Dan Fodio. Tafawa Balewa and Ahmadu Bello, they did it. Now, Buhari did it. Shetima and Tinubu are doing it. Are we going to fold our hands like this and keep waiting for all of us to be exterminated on this planet? We love ourselves. I must tell you the truth. Nobody will tell me, oh, yeah, you hate me or you don't love. We love ourselves. Look at it, for example, when our first prime minister was here, everybody, we were all together donating. And this same Christopher Musa was saying that they will start going from country to country to deport us, that we are contributing to support terrorism. We are not terrorists. We just felt tired and fed up of Nigeria. They will kill and kill. We are killing Igbos. If they suspect that we are an Igbo person, they will kill you. 1966, and Ojukwu told our people to come back. And our people were coming, and Benue and Plateau people, you heard Gowon say, oh, as a soldier, I have to stop them because I don't want my nation to be divided. Now the nation is being divided in his town, in his state, on his people. Who will tell Nigeria Fulanese terrorists to stop killing Benue people? We don't hate ourselves. And we must make education compulsory in Biafra, because lack of knowledge is another disease. A life disease that is incurable. And the only way you can cure it is that you go back to school. We should learn and practice what Oyibo people do to their own people. They love themselves. Imakwani inodu na shop, onyocha, we blue bundle of dollars or pounds. Omeneganya, man onye ala, onye befo onyocha, bia, pay attention. They will tell you na fadro useless. They love themselves. And if you say Osigi, thank you, he will go home and start eliciting every word you said, and he will work with it. In Oduna classroom, onyocha, me parcel me dal Osigi, well done. Mano when fige melonyo ji gadia manobi. They can never tell you thank you. They can never. Rather Fabiana Bogu Janisi. Now Balgimba like Nibu their slave or their servant. Or if Ndioji name. But we live in white man's country. We don't learn. That is the loophole. They take advantage of that against us. Look at Yakubu Gowan talking to a white man as if none any report to his master. Okusie wesi like Osino Harold Wilson Cosino Onye. I'm sorry. Ebele ndioji emegbu. We have to learn how to address each other in love. Talk to somebody nicely. And don't be an arrogant fool. Because onye na-emegbu gị emegbu na-emegbu gị. Gị nwe na-emegbu nwanne gị. No love. The love we used to have for each other jumped through the window. Because onye ọbụla chọrọ ịbụ isi, onye ọbụla chọrọ ịnọ on top, onye ọbụla chọrọ ịza Mr. This, Mr. That. Onye ọbụla chọrọ ịkpata ego. Do or die. Whether mo nne gị ka i yuzuru, you don't care. Ọ bụ nna gị ka i yuzuru, you don't care. That is the loophole, the advantage they have over us. I hope you people are still hearing me. Please, Best Biafra, if you are still there, or evangelist, click yes, because somebody wrote no more voice. I don't know what he meant by that. You see? I put I need distract onwe anyị. How can our two leaders nọdụ n'ime nga ndị anyị na fa na-alụ ọlụ ka anyị nweta Biafra ejidefa wee tụchie Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and Maazị Simon Ekpa? Anyị achọrọ ịghọta that na o nwere ife dị na our charter. Una na fight. Onye a unu na fight ọ bụ onye Fulani ka ọ bụ onye Hausa? Okay, thank you. Why are we fighting ourselves? Dalo William. Why are we always fighting ourselves? Because no ifendocha kuziluno. As we are busy fighting each other, they are busy laying pipe. That is their own interest. What we should be doing is to be fighting for our own interest. Ayaburo Osisi, we are human beings. We deserve better. We have to talk to each other with respect and love. Thank you, thank you. We have to show love to each other. Nwanne gị mee ife dị mma jaa ya ike. Even ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na ekene onye abacha ọgwọta ọzọ. Anyị amaro how to appreciate people. Like if I'm na-eme now, onye na-akwụ m ụgwọ ya. Unu makwa na ọ na-abụ nkwụsị okwu a isi awaba m. Eje m golo ọgwụ nwụọ. This very laptop m na-use now is about the fourth one. Nke a mebie ego m ọzọ. Onye na-enye m penny. Kemgbe m ji wee nọba na this media. Not even she. Nobody ever gave it to me. But I'm not bothered. Maka na eji m love. Wele obi ọcha wee na-eme ife m na-eme. Because achọm ka Biafra bịa. And I will always stand on the truth. And Breji is the truth of this freedom. Why are we hating ourselves so much? We don't have to. We don't have to. Onwere ife ji hatred eme. Kama hatred ga-enye gị ife ọma, onye gị ife ọjọọ. And they no do there, na battle, na fight, na fight, na fight. If fight gide, onye ilo ga dị busy. Na-ebu ife inwe, wee je na-edozi befa. That is what fighting and hatred does in human life. Because Fulanis are not giving up. Faneje Gongwara from Turkey. They want to go and buy ammunition from Turkey. To do what? We, Biafrans, we are the target. We are the endangered species. We are the Christians. That's why I bring videos here for you to listen. Let it annoy you. Let it anger your mind. That Syria used to be a Christian country. Egypt used to be Christian country. Remember that when Joseph was sold to Egypt and he became the prime minister of Egypt as a Christian. Turkey used to be a Christian country. Syria. So, onye gwara gị na ọ dịrọ possible that Nigeria can be a Muslim country. If you allow it, of course it will be. So now you cannot be every time, what is the news? What is happening? What is going on? Whereas on Saturday, the day of fundraising, you will not be seen. But each oka Biafra bia, go we si n'enu we data. Because all this hatred, Gabuna ga-ewete one of your brothers, ka ọ bụrụ onye isi anyị, isi na ị chọrọ. As what? Or for what? What are your reasons? Ngwagwanum kita Tinubu na nwanwu bụ president in the Nigeria. Onwenu ga-ebi ifuru onye Yoruba na-criticize ya as a president. Fane criticize ife fane ekwu bụ ya lead be for ọfụma. Fasiro na fa chọrọ ya. They cannot tell you, I don't want Tinubu to be the president. They are telling Tinubu, we don't like the way you are making us go hungry and the insecurity. That's all. So if this person that is leading you now, your prime minister, his excellency, Mazio Gekere, if he does anything you don't like, tell him. Because the Yorubas are not saying that he should not be a president. That they will not live to see him be a president. Like the video I showed of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where 5 justices of law were used. San, senior advocate, were 5 Yoruba lawyers. They brought him in when they took Obi's mandate. And I'm happy they took it away from Obi. Because Obi is very deceitful. He deceived Odumegwu Ojukwu. And Ojukwu pushed him to become the governor. He lied. So, in a memory ife today, be careful. The consequences are coming. They all supported Tinubu to rule them. But this man, Oburu onye Hausa, Oburu onye Fulani, onye Bunu, una that support. Learn how to appreciate people. If abu the loophole ndi ocha nwere against us. If abu loophole fa kuzilu Fulani, makana fa na fa abu partners. Fulani na egbu anyị, na achụ anyị, fa di busy na mi oil. Fulani adi busy. Any town, fa kpochapụrụ people, they will replace it with their people. Because one of them, I heard it, na Channels News, see that why they are fighting is to bring their people. Because their people are nomadic, that they want to settle them in Nigeria. From Futajalon to Nigeria. Well, let them settle them in Nigeria, but not in Biafra land. This is the irony of the whole thing. But why are they saying no? Yakubu Gowan'S told you. Because of the oil and gas. So, Biafrans, in Oduna Mili Chabaganya, that is your business. We have been talking and talking and talking and talking, displaying and displaying. Like this man of God. Gowon, that Nigeria used to be a Christian country. But now it is a Muslim country. That is, if you allow it, come and donate. Now that it is not late, come and donate. Come and donate. Support your government. Government is nobody but you. Come and donate. Oh, my wonderful sister, Sindewo, thank you for joining us. Biafrans, we are about 39 people watching. Try and click the like button and share the message. Let it go viral. I want our people to learn one thing. Love. Nke ndị Igbo na-akpọ ịfụnanya. Love does not hurt. Love does not see anything evil, especially around your sister. We hated ourselves so much for no reason. Because the Fulanis, they prefer to fragment you down to the middle. Keke yeunu. Onyo buna a go boxing glove wena chibu nwanne. For no reason. why would Ngozi do what she did in January 2025? Why would she do what she did after we came back from Finland? Why would CRC do what he did? Forgetting that this is the registered title of Biafra. Ogo onyendu no, onyendu register IPOB. Na United Kingdom, na Company House. Now, because our PM then was living in Finland, he instructed our then finance minister to register Breji in America, Ministry of Justice. We are legal. Why are we dividing ourselves? And those of you who live abroad, like you live in Australia or you live in Austria or you live in Germany, please, my people, tell me, do they have two governments? America, do they have two Americas? And you are all educated people. Ngozi claimed to be a doctor, a PhD, because she is not a medical doctor. It's just an academic qualification. The same as Dr. Chioma that I loved so much, the way she assisted me in Finland when I went to talk about the death of my brother. I love Chioma automatically, and her husband, and they are very educated. And the worst is that they live in America. How can you want to fragment one government into 20 governments? DOS is there. Ndị ọzọ na-akpọ onwefa IPOB. Ndị ka na-akpọ onwefa DPM, Biafra 40 United States of Biafra. Ndị ka na-akpọ onwefa CRC. Ndị be anyị onwere ife na-emeda anyị n'isi. Fulani na-analụgokwa unu bụ no. Fulani will take your land from you. Like Yakubu Gowan'S did in 1966-67 to 1970. Musa have started. And in the Mekata will our land. That will be the end. Come and donate and support your government. And stop your childish way of doing things. Onye juoge kita kerife nemegi iji talk bad about your current government. You cannot tell. It will be. My people, the other day, a little child was telling me, oh, auntie, why is it that African mothers are always bitter? Because the government raised us with bitterness. Alone, see my brother Newo. Minister Love is saying hello to you as well. I hope you see it. Biafrans, we should be loving ourselves. The white man are taking advantage of you because of this hatred. And no ifefa kuzilundi Fulani, maka no ifendi oboda anemendi Irish. Unu man America no Irish. Unu man Australia by Irish. Mpongpase fakpolo ndi Irish. Kafaji webulu fa basasi all over the world. Gagwa history. Stop this unnecessary hatred. It is not going to lead us anywhere. If you watch the way God is piloting this, our movement now, is taking a different bearing. Ngozi agbapugo kita ni achọrọ ije bolo senator na America. God is bringing everybody back to Breji. Because this is what we have set out to get. And how will we get our recognition? I've always taught you people something that I don't know whether it's sinking. You are thinking that those men, that they are the ones that will give you Biafra. No. They are only security men guarding our territorial boundaries. The people that will give you Biafra outside countries, at least 5 Go and check the criteria of becoming a nation under UN. Then Montevideo Convention is under UN as well. You must fulfill all these requirements. Otherwise, you will not be a nation. And it doesn't come free of charge. You must pay fees monthly for your lobbyists to lobby countries to recognize you. This is the diplomatic stage that we are in now. Stop your unnecessary hatred on your brothers. Fulanis are working together and they are closing up. They are closing up. Because if they go now to Port Harcourt to build military base for Turkey military base, you heard Christopher Musa here. He said that Turkey, they have experience. That's why they are going to them. Experience on what? How to displace Christians. Once they build that military base, Turkey, they will teach them and they will finally close up and dip that their Quran. They will dip it on the high sea. They have already planted Asari Dokubode. Now Asari, when he heard that the Americans are coming to help fight terrorism, Asari said that they are coming to give us Biafra, that they will fight Americans. Now Asari have heard it, that Turkish military is coming to port. His mouth is sealed up. He is no longer talking. Biafrans, okwa munu unu ka ọ dị ilo. Munu unu ka ọ dị ilo. Onye na fight nwanne here. Have you any grounds or reason why you are fighting your brother? This is the trait of Fulani. Christopher Musa is fighting his own people by working for Fulanis, just like Yakubu Gowan'S did. Onye gburu nwanne obodogu. I'm not generalizing, my brother. I'm not generalizing. Onye gburu nwanne obodogu. Fighting your brother is showing your ignorance and weakness. Go and fight the enemy. As long as Breji is concerned, we don't have any Fulani person in our midst. If you go to Anambra or Enugu or Abia, you will see all the Fulanis in the government. But you cannot see an Igbo man in government in the north. Okay, love, go ahead. I will meet you people there when I finish. I'm just going to round up now. So, Biafrans, I'm just reading some of the comments that attracted my attention. I am going to call it a day from here. Onye nwelu ntị ya nụlụ. Ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na agadi nwanyị daa nda na abụ. Agụọ ife bụ n'ụkpọ ọnụ. Anyị anụgo ọgụ a the first time. This ọgụ anyị na-anụ kịta. Our first prime minister si na anyị ama anụ conventional war. Na ife anyị na-anụ kịta bụ guerrilla warfare. Mana ndị be anyị, onye ọbụla ga-sit up. This war now need equipment, and that equipment is a Gemma and a J. Go and donate. No matter how little, donate to what we are doing. As I said, there is no Fulani person or any enemy in the group of Breji. But if you make yourself our enemy, you will fight yourself and you will kill yourself. Because Biafra is spirit. You can never win. If you are fighting any of the leaders, yes, if you are fighting any of the leaders, know it that you are fighting Biafra. And if you fight Biafra, you know you are fighting a spirit. And when you fight with the spirit, you can never win because you are not a spirit and you cannot fight it. So, my people, understand that Fulanis are working together. Whether Gaddafi, Tinubu, and Kashim Shettima are getting it right, they are not talking. They are not talking. Onye obuna mechike n'ọnụ, tinye aka n'akpa. Close your mouth and bring out money to finance your government. The too much. Is too much. And ogo for unu na talk or trash. If unu na-ekwu adaba unu. Kita Ngozi arapugo ndị otu Ocho politics. Yes. Our people should learn. Fulanis are working together. When you are fighting someone and you are not looking at the person you are fighting, the person will give you a uppercut in the ring and you will fall flat on your stomach. And your opponent will win. But you have to be focused. I was listening to one blogger. He was advising Nigerians to go and buy gun and get ready. That these people are coming. That they now plot to go to the airport at Abuja to go and hijack planes or do whatever to travelers. And that they are now conscripting doctors. And any doctor they kidnap, they will take the doctor to the bush to treat their wounded people. This is what is going on in Nigeria. So let us stop fighting ourselves and come together. Ndị Igbo si na anyụkọ mamịrị ọnụ ọgba ofufu. And mmadụ tụọlụ gị inu, kọwalụ gị inu anwe, ma na-ego eji nụọ nne gị nọ na n'iyi. My people, ọgwụkwanụ m n'onu o. Atụọla ọmalụ, ọmalụ. Atụọla ofeke, ofenye isi n'ọfịa. Unless you are not here to fight for Biafra. Unless you don't want to get Biafra. Unless the reason why you are fighting is just for your voice to be heard or for you to be seen or for whatever to happen, I don't know for you. But if you really want Biafra to come, Oga, go and donate. Donate for our freedom. Donate. Yes, Nigeria be a country, anything goes and they don't care. Provided they Islamize you. Unu maifedi aja talk to Islamize everybody. Number one, they are not law abiding. Number two, ejidefa atuafanga. So factually, the whole world bulu Islam. And for their church, when our Lord Jesus Christ came and was eating with his 12 disciples, what happened? You see tongue of fire on their head. And they all started speaking in tongues, different languages. Why were they not speaking in one language? Chukwu diomimio. What you do today, tomorrow you will live to repeat. Do not think that no will if game that has no consequences. Karma is real. Ijeba afia nyuchi ensi uzo. Iwu bu ni natani igezuti ijiji. So anything you do to your brother or your sister today, oh, you think I have succeeded, I'm smart, I'm a big guy. Tomorrow you must. is MUST. You must repeat. There is consequences in anything in life. Anything you do to somebody today, tomorrow you will repeat. If you do not repeat tomorrow, wait, because it will still come to you. Yes, our people are busy chasing shadows. Fulanis are busy chasing the object. Onye Fulani ogabia begi luo uno. Also Sunday ba engage. Hey, hello moon na Kaduna. How am I going to leave Kaduna? Hey, hello moon na Lagos. Why should I leave Lagos? Do you people know that when they were bulldozing houses in Lagos, when they were bulldozing houses, they were telling them, come back. One woman says she's not going back. What is in the east? Kedebe nana. Forgetting that house all on Lagos, no development. Why don't she go to her hometown to build a house and develop it? Because Lagos used to be just small place. All people na suchofia ne develop. You go to develop another man's place. Electricity will be everywhere. Whereas your own village, there is no house, no light, no road. My people, wake up. Wake up. Go and secure yourself. Obu nu enwero anything. Jenu no kaiba na elegbe. Gote na egbe. We chedo no onunu. Because obu nu all your men nu nwele egbe. Also kwa fabulu AK-49 or 40-20. With that your egbe cham. Igeji enu ogu. Because you know your terrain, you know your vicinity more than the enemy. Rise up. Think. Unless you don't want Biafra to come. Yes, they are taking our land. They want to take everything that belongs to us. Obulu na farm etufa gesi weje bute chemical wonde by nine busisi efa. They will do it. Inatema mazi ebe bubunu. Fulani bitches everywhere. So I will love you people and leave you. I thank all of you that have come today to join what we are doing. Biafra is our hope, is our nation, is our religion. We must continue to evangelize. All hail Biafra, peace, progress, unity and equity. Love your brothers, be your sister's keeper. Stop the hate. Join Breji. We have only one government. You live abroad. The country you live, do they have two governments? The answer is no. So, all must continue to hail Biafra. They want my people. Chetakwa na onye ndị ilo gbara gburugburu na-eche ndụ ya nche mgbe niile. Ụmụ Biafra, unu alarụkwa n'ụla o. Agwọ dịkwa n'akịrịka. Ugo ebelugokwa na mgbagbu. Onye asịkwana na m agwara ya.